Good morning, my loves. Happy Monday. I just dropped off Logan at preschool. Preschool, oh my God, no, grade 2 at school. And we walked this morning. Mr. Evie Bear, I think he has like an empath hangover from his birthday party this weekend. But yeah, this is just a view I wanted to share. I wanted to come on because my post yesterday, if you haven't read, good morning, Lorraine, received a lot of, excuse the tears. I'm not apologizing. I cry when there's wind happening, when the sun is out. I'm not sure if it's allergies or what, but this is what you get. And I'm coming on, there's no script, I'm just riffing here because I feel so inspired to share more about what I wrote yesterday, which if you haven't read about, it's about sister wound. And I shared some really personal stories of how the sister wounds have showed up in my relationships, in business, in friendships, and you know, it's not just with sisters, it happens with brothers. And I felt called to come on and share a little bit because, you know, there's in every relationship, whether it's your romance, whether it's your friendships, whether it's with family, whether it's in business relationships, we all have those undesirable relationships with specific people, undesirable hurts and projections that happen. It's like oftentimes it's like, how come this keeps happening? Is anyone resonating with this? Hi Trish, good morning, love. And it's just like, what did I do wrong? Like, so oftentimes we blame ourselves. And I wanted to come on to share, if you resonated with my post yesterday about hard relationships, the most important thing for you to know, and I think that it's not talked about enough, is emotional intelligence. It's like people operate at a specific level of consciousness, and that is their level of consciousness. So if you have a higher level of self-awareness, you've been doing inner work, you and you're in a relationship with somebody who hasn't done a lot of inner work, who isn't operating at the same level of self-awareness about their own emotions. We all have fucking trauma, okay? We all do. And guess where that's stored? In our bodies, in our nervous system. And again, I don't think a lot of like business coaches talk a lot about this. And it's such a deep, profound way to work with my clients or myself. Like, it's not just business. You guys already know that, right? It's like, let's look at what triggers are happening. So in these business relationships I had with other female people I collaborated with, depending on their level of self-awareness, people are really good at preaching, you guys. People are really fucking good at preaching. Sometimes they're not so great at actually being integrity to what they're saying, okay? And unfortunately, I've met and worked with some of these people. And, you know, I'm not saying that to say I'm better than them. Hell fucking no, okay? I just keep doing the inner work. I'm aware that as I am triggered, because concepts of mirrors, my reaction to you is a reflection of me. Your reaction to me is a reflection of you. So in the example of the person who I was business partners with, and after the events that we ran together, she tore me down by me and said that my talk was all about me, when the feedback from the attendees was very different. It touched their hearts. It really spoke to them. It gave them hope. Okay. Now, the level of this person's self-awareness was pretty high, pretty high. She had done some work, but her ego was louder than her soul. And it was very apparent once that happened, and I literally was so traumatized I had to go and get help from my coach, because I was shocked, first of all, And what I come to realize is that's the thing, is like, if your nervous system is feeling threatened, if you're the person feeling like you're feeling threatened by women who are powerful, who are shining their lights, and you're being triggered, that's for you to check in with yourself and go, what is it about this situation, because everything is neutral until you put meaning to it, that's triggering me? What does this remind me of? And it's usually a little girl part of you, my loves, because we're all just walking each other home. So everybody is a teacher. Everybody's a teacher for us. And particularly in the circumstances where we are triggered, that's where this is about too. Your shadow selves are coming up. You don't like it. It's not comfortable. You think I do? No, I don't like it. Right? Like, this is uncomfortable. It's messy as fuck. And this is where the medicine is when we look at the triggers, because again, everything is neutral until we put meaning to it. And how we do that is based on our belief systems. So you got to look at your beliefs and ask yourself, what meaning am I making of this situation? Why am I being so triggered by this person? Is this person treating me unkindly? Is this person being intentional about hurting me? Most likely not. Okay? And so, unfortunately, I take the courage to have these brave conversations with these people who are triggered by me or who have hurt me, right? I mean, that's the same thing. And it's up to them to look at themselves and take radical personal and spiritual responsibility. That is like my number one value. Like, and when I get triggered, my immediate thought is, after my ego, it's like, what the fuck, right? But my immediate thought is, okay, wait a minute. Why am I calling this in? What's happening here? What am I here to learn? What's a lesson? How is this person my teacher? But of course I feel, and I'll let myself feel the feelings. Don't fucking spiritual bypass, okay? And which means you don't look at your feelings, you don't feel them, the negative feelings. So you need to go there. You do, right? Let yourself honor your feelings, your anger, your grief, your resentment, whatever it is. That's okay. They're just feelings. All feelings are healthy. It's how you deal with it that makes it healthy or unhealthy. And so, with the other story I shared about how one female business partner, got really triggered because I'm so comfortable in my sexuality. I'm quite open about it. That's, that's me, right? I mean, we're all sexual beings. Some of us just suppress it because of our upbringing, right? I also had to. And then I realized, no, this is my creative power. The highest force is my creative power. And sexy is magnetic. So it's an energy, okay? It's not about how you look. It's not about how you dress. It's your energy. It's your essence. And in this case, I do embrace my sexual energy and my power. And sometimes you see that in photos. And this female business partner, at first I couldn't understand why she was messaging me like at 3 a.m, whining, trying to, like, it was very drama. It was very drama. You guys are getting the juicy shit. So if you're watching this, you're getting the juicy shit, okay? And I was like, what is happening here? What is going on? Right? And this is coming back to emotional intelligence, recognizing I'm not going to get sucked into her cycle. Now, eventually she was self-aware enough to come back and go, as I held space for her and as I tried to see what was going on, because this is not personal. I'm just being me. I haven't done anything to her. And she realized through me living my life, the way I live it, the way I show up, that she wanted to show up that way too, particularly in her sexual energy and power. And she had a lot suppressed. And it, of course, I'm going to respect this person and not go into details. But the themes are that because she was willing to co-create with me in terms of looking at herself, personal accountability, and going, what is it about me that's being triggered by Roz? She was able to figure it out, right? That's where the breakthroughs are. When we don't take things personal, it fucking hurts, trust me, And especially when you have a personal relationship with a person, like I don't just go into business just having business partners. We become friends too, of course, and it's like, okay, that was a win in terms of her breakthrough. And then that literally became a new trajectory in her life and business when she embraced and embodied her sexual power, her sexual beingness. It was incredible to watch. Right? That's the difference between when a person is not willing to look at themselves and work on themselves versus a person who will. They get and manifest the results they desire. All right. With the other one, I never spoke with her again. I had to do a lot of processing with my coach. It was quite traumatic. All right. And of course, we don't talk to this day. And then with my friendships, right? Like, it's so interesting how it can even show up with men. One of my closest friends, her husband, very different business, but was triggered by watching me show up on social media, watching me share my gifts, watching me share my knowledge, and then make an offer. It was his own shit. I mean, he's just watching. He doesn't know me that well, right? But he's judging. And she called him out on it. And he was like, fuck, you're right. It's nothing to do with Roz, right? I actually admire her. And then my close guy friend, this one hurt the most, to be honest. Somebody that tells you you're one of their best friends, and then all of a sudden they ghost you. And I get it, I get that in our fucking society, it's so fucking, I think it's so fucking conservative, been a box, doesn't fucking make sense to me. But it's like, oh, men and women can't be friends, you gotta be careful. And it's so interesting, right? Like, women can be really threatened by other women, and I don't know, I can only make an assumption what happened, because I have no other explanation other than I'm a woman that's magnetic, that in her power, that shows the fuck up. And I don't know her at all, but I do know my friend. And I know my friend's very passive. And I know he doesn't stand up and speak for himself. So, and I know that he doesn't have like a huge expansive capacity to just show up and hold space for many people at once. So, that's probably what happened. I don't know. But you know what? You just fucking move on. You grieve. You honor what's happening. You look at what the soul lesson is. Thank God I can access Akashic records. Right? And that's the thing that gives me the greatest peace. Emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence. Understanding that we're all souls having a human being experience. We're all souls having a human being experience. I think these tears are actually like my grieving tears now, by the way. And every person comes into your life for a reason. They're teachers for you. We're teachers for them. Just think about that. That's what gives me peace. It's like, thank you. I can have so much gratitude when I can take the lessons from these relationships. I can see, often in relationships, when I called in certain people, I can see where I had given my power away. I had given my power away when I tried to rescue people. Victim savior. Ugh! That's how we attract victim clients, by the way. So don't do that. Don't be a victim savior. And I love that. A lot of that has to do with karmic past lives, by the way. So if you need a clearing, connect with me for an Akashic. And it also is nervous system stuff in this lifetime, right? We learned that we need to put others first, that we're not allowed to have our own needs. That's why so many people, especially women, suck at self-care, right? It's like, forget about yourself, betray yourself, and make sure you meet the needs of other people because you need to fit in, which is not true. No fucking true. So, What other lessons can I share with you, my loves? The biggest one is emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence. Looking at where did you not have a voice? Where did you give your power away? Where could you have set some boundaries? Where could you have said no? Where could you have said, that's a great idea, and here's my concerns? It's those really difficult conversations can lead to huge breakthroughs. You're showing up in your truth. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Jody, my love. You're showing up. Hi, Lita. In your truth, you're showing up, sharing no matter how hard it is. Our purpose is not here to people please. Okay? So if you're people pleasing, stop. You're betraying yourself. This is why we need to dig deeper. This is why we need to go into the most important relationship, which is the one with ourselves, my loves. Okay? The one with ourselves. Aside from the one with our higher self, okay? Power, spirit. But how we treat ourselves is the most important, because that's what will help us manifest those epic relationships. Your boundaries are so deeply important. Most of us suck at boundaries. I know I did. That's why these people came into my life, to teach me about boundaries, to teach me to love myself more, to teach me about my worth. Thank you to them. Fucking messy as heck. But most of the time, our greatest breakthroughs, our biggest lessons are expensive emotionally and financially in business. Okay? So I can laugh about it now, but trust me, it was tough. When you process, you become so much more free. You don't have shit. You don't have baggage. Honestly, the number one thing people say about me, and Lita, you're a new friend. That was one of your first messages to me, is your energy jumps out. I was on Corey Poirier's 3-day speakers boot camp. I didn't know more than half the people, and there was like 150 people there. I didn't know half of them, probably not even a quarter. Okay? And immediately, I was coaching as well, doing laser coaching, and immediately my calendar got books out. And the first thing people would say is, your energy. My loves, you have this available to you too. I'm not special. Oh, I am special. But you know what I mean. Okay, when you don't have baggage, when you are just so free because you keep doing the inner work, the spiritual work, if you're not spiritual, that's okay. I'm not here to impose anything. But you believe in energy. You believe energy is just emotions in motion. What do most of us do? We freaking stuff our emotions. Oh, I'm angry, stuff down. Oh, I'm anxious, stuff down. Oh, I have resentment, stuff down, right? We're the only species on this planet that don't process our trauma. If you look at the animal kingdom, every single animal, after fleeing away from their prey, they shake it off before they re-enter their herd, before they re-enter their flock. Flock? Is that what with birds? And whatever. I'm getting distracted here. So, right? But they shake it off. Shake it off. Play that Taylor song, right? So, we shake it. We don't shake it off. Most of us don't. Most of us don't process our trauma. That's why my friend ghosted me, because he has trauma, tons of baggage. That's why the female business partner projects onto me, because she has trauma in relationships. Okay, and usually it's inner child trauma. It's so important. Trauma, it gets stored in the body. It's so important not to just talk things out, to process it on a body level, because that's where our emotions are stored. Our emotions are stored in our body, our subconscious, right? Manifestation, we're always manifesting. Are you manifesting the things that you desire? Or are you manifesting the things that are causing you pain in your life? How many of us stay in relationships way too long? They've been expired for 2 years ago, right? Where are we not speaking our truth? Where are we not showing up? Why are we squishing ourselves for what? And betraying ourselves for what? To please somebody else? When we're really on the surface, maybe we look happy, but underneath we're not. My loves, you are worthy of more. You are so fucking worthy of more. You need to know that about yourselves. It breaks my heart to know that people freaking, drink their lives away. They go and travel, but they're avoiding whatever they're avoiding. And you are wherever you go. You are with you wherever you go. So if something's not working in your life, it's time to look at yourself. It's time to honestly take radical honesty at looking at yourself. Process those emotions. Heal. Go see a therapist for that. Go see a coach, depending on, what your needs are. Go see your healers. I have all of these, okay? So it is so important. This is honestly why my energy jumps out at you, because I have no effing baggage. Yeah, I've got stuff from the past. I dealt with it. I move forward. I take those lessons. Mind sight. It's like looking at things in hindsight. My coach Rayanne Woodchatz taught me this. But you take the lessons from those experiences that you didn't like and you move forward with them. The human ego likes to hang on to shit. We don't need to hang on to shit. You can let go. You can release. Is it easy? Heck no. Heck no. Okay? Some relationships, some situations take a little longer. And that's okay. But the key is that you're not telling yourself the same story. You need to restory that. The only thing that we have control over is our own thoughts, our behaviors, and our actions. That's it. We don't have control over anything else. So this is why it's so important to take care of you, to love yourself, to know your worth. When you do so and embody it at a deep level, you start to attract ideal soulmates, friends, the ideal soulmate, or hey, if you're polyamorous, soulmates, okay? Ideal soulmate clients in business, ideal soulmate partners in business, all right? Your dream life, money, opportunities, freedom comes from within. True freedom is being truly feeling fulfilled, truly feeling happy with your life in every single aspect. When shit happens, you don't let it stay there. Because emotional intelligence. Because spiritual intelligence. It's not book shit. All right. How many of us read all these amazing personal development books, but we don't actually apply it? Knowledge is not power. Applying that knowledge is power. Working on yourself. You are the best investment you'll ever make, my loves. If you're not happy with something, go and seek help. It is not a weakness. Go and seek support from professionals. It is not a weakness. I would not be who I am today and where I am in my life if I did not have mentorship, coaching, therapy, healing. Okay? And I continue to do all of this. Tribe, community. So many people reach out to me because they're like, not just your energy, but like how do I surround myself more with people like yourself? Beautiful. That's exactly how you start. I'll introduce you. Okay. If you're not in my free Facebook group, Raise Your Vibrations for lightworkers, healers, and spiritualpreneurs, coaches, come on in. I love you guys. You belong here. You belong here. Your uniqueness is your superpower. My superpower is to help you remember yours. I know that all of this, my pain was I thought I was valued in my doingness rather than my beingness. And my doingness was never enough. And so today my soul's purpose is to help others come home to themselves in the deepest ways, in their very being, to feel safe, so that you can start to take ripple effects, these ripple effects of creating an empowered inner world, and it reflects as a magnetic and powerful outer world in all aspects of your life. You guys see Dan and I, we have an epic, powerful relationship. It is not staged. You guys know us. If you truly know us, you see that we're not the same. We're the same on camera and off, like the same. And when we have our fights, sure, ego can come in, but we can quickly turn it around. That's the point. It's not like my life is like, it's not like I never get into fights, okay? It's not like shit doesn't happen. Shit happens. You saw that. But it's not happening to me. I'm not a victim to my circumstances. It's happening for me and through me. There's a reason. So I look at myself. Why is this happening? Let me see, why am I attracting this person in my life? What in me is allowing this? What in me do I need to set free? Most people don't think this way. Emotional intelligence involves the core of being personally and spiritually accountable. Life is happening for you and through you, not to you. Look at yourself. That is my message today. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share with me your takeaways. Feel free to share this video. Feel free. I know that so many people need to hear this. I know that so many people need to move into deeper aspects of self-love, self-trust, self-confidence, self-belief, self-worth. If we all just knew how worthy we fucking are, we would stop projecting on other people. We would stop projecting on our kids. Our kids would be, we have very awakened kids right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, I gotta end this live. Go on, clearly, right? Our kids are extra sensitive. There's like so many kids are empaths. My kids are, and they can see. They're very spiritually awakened. Most kids are. But it's us as humans and in our ego, when we don't do our own work, projects that and we shut it down. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor. Look at yourself. Everything in your life is an opportunity to look at ourselves. Every single time. Can you imagine when to live in a world where people live in integrity, people live in deep self-love? We wouldn't be fucking having a war right now. Literally, I can't even. It just breaks my heart. It just breaks my fucking heart. You know, when you think about all the ugly shit that happens, sexual abuse, misuse of power, in all levels, hate, self-hate. It's all sorts of self-hate. You're projecting it. You don't deserve to carry around that hate. You don't deserve to be taking in other people's hate. Nobody does. The greatest thing we can do, the greatest revolution we can step into and keep going is self-love. Can I get a self-love in the comments? Right? Self-love revolution is loving ourselves so fucking deeply. Everything else collapses with our love. Everything else that's not in service, not in support, not of love, collapses. Because we fucking love ourselves and we don't project. We hold space for others. We see others. We see with our hearts. We see with our souls. Can you imagine living in a world like this, where everybody just sees each other, completely sees each other? That's my wish. That's my mission. Will you join me? If that's a yes, go and love yourself. Go and love yourself so you can radiate and Care Bear stare this love out. I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, I'm back. I'm in my Facebook group. I think I'm probably late. If you're in business and you're a newbie, you're a spiritualpreneur, a healer, a coach, I'm just about to go into my Facebook group. And I had a wonderful question from one of my friends and members, which is, I just starting out, what are some tools that I need to know about? Free. I'm going to share with you some free tools and how you can start to build your business, build your sexy systems and visibility. Okay, my love, so join me in Raise the Vibrations, light workers, healers, coaches, and spiritualpreneurs. I love you guys. Bye.